My first day after marriage blue heart. My name is Alina. I am 19 years old. Yesterday was my wedding day. Everything felt like a dream, beautiful, loud, and full of people. There were lights, music, laughter, and so many smiles. But today was quiet. It was my first day after marriage. I woke up early in the morning. The room felt new, unfamiliar. The walls were not mine. The bed was not mine. Even the silence felt different. For a moment, I didn't move. I just lay there, staring at the ceiling. Then slowly, I remembered. I am married now. A soft breeze came through the window. The curtain moved gently. Somewhere in the house, I could hear utensils, maybe someone was in the kitchen. I sat up slowly. My heart felt heavy, and light at the same time. Heavy, because I missed my home. Light, because a new life had started. I looked at my hands. The henna was still dark. My bangles made a soft sound when I moved. Everything felt real. I got out of bed carefully. I didn't know what to do first. Back at my parents' home, mornings were easy. My mother would call me, "Alina, wake up." My younger brother would knock loudly on my door. There was always noise, always life. But here, it was different. I walked to the mirror. For a moment, I didn't recognize myself. Was this really me? A married woman? I smiled a little, but my eyes looked unsure. Just then, there was a soft knock on the door. "Alina," a gentle voice called. It was my husband. "Are you awake?" "Yes," I replied softly. He opened the door slowly and stepped inside. He smiled when he saw me. "Good morning," he said. "Good morning," I answered, looking down. There was a small silence. He seemed kind, but I still felt shy. After all, everything was new. "Come," he said, "everyone is waiting for breakfast." My heart started beating faster. "Everyone," I nodded quietly. We walked together to the dining area. As we entered, I saw his family sitting there. His mother, his father, his younger sister, all of them looked at me. I felt nervous. "Good morning," I said softly. His mother smiled. "Good morning, Beta. Come, sit." Her voice was warm. That made me feel a little better. I sat down quietly. The table was full of food, paratha, eggs, tea, everything smelled nice. But I didn't feel hungry. I kept my eyes down. "Alina," his mother said gently, "have some tea." "Yes," I replied. I picked up the cup carefully. My hands were slightly shaking. "Don't be nervous," my husband whispered softly beside me. I gave a small smile. Everyone started talking. They asked me simple questions, about my studies, my hobbies, my favorite food. Slowly, very slowly, I began to relax. After breakfast, his mother said, "Come, I will show you the house." I followed her. She showed me the kitchen, the living room, the balcony. "This is your home now," she said kindly. Those words touched my heart. Your home now. But inside, I still missed my old home. Later, I went back to the room. I sat on the bed and looked around. Everything was neat. Everything was new. But something was missing. Comfort. Suddenly, my eyes filled with tears. I didn't want to cry, but I couldn't stop. I missed my mother. I missed her voice. I missed the way she understood me without words. Just then, my phone buzzed. It was a message. From my mother. "Did you wake up? Did you eat? Are you okay?" My lips trembled. I quickly typed, "Yes, I am okay." But I wasn't fully okay. Tears rolled down my cheeks. At that moment, my husband entered the room. He saw me. "Hey, what happened?" he asked gently. I quickly wiped my tears. "Nothing," I said. But he came closer. "You can tell me," he said softly. His voice was calm, understanding. That made me cry more. "I miss my home," I whispered. He didn't laugh. He didn't say, "Don't cry." Instead, he sat beside me. "That's okay," he said. "It's your first day. It's not easy." I looked at him. His eyes were kind. "You don't have to be strong all the time," he added. That sentence, it stayed in my heart. For the first time that day, I felt understood. He gave me a glass of water. "Take your time," he said. We sat quietly for a while. No pressure. No questions. Just silence, but a comforting silence. After some time, I felt better. "Thank you," I said softly. He smiled. Come, he said, let's go outside for a walk. We went to the nearby park. The sun was soft. The air was fresh. Children were playing. Birds were singing. Life was moving, as always. We walked slowly. You know, he said, when I first moved away from home for work, I also cried. I looked at him, surprised. Really? Yes, he laughed lightly. Change is never easy. I smiled a little. Give yourself time, he said. Time. Maybe that was the answer. Not strength, not perfection, just time. When we returned home, I felt lighter. In the afternoon, I helped his mother in the kitchen. At first, I was unsure. But she guided me kindly. Like this, she said, showing me. I followed her. Slowly, I started feeling comfortable. In the evening, we all sat together and had tea. There was laughter. There were stories. And for the first time, I laughed too. Not because I had to, but because I wanted to. At night, I went back to the room. I sat near the window. The sky was dark. The stars were shining. I thought about the day. It started with fear, with confusion, with tears, but it ended with something else. Hope. Maybe this new life wasn't something to fear. Maybe it was something to understand, slowly. My husband entered the room. Better? He asked. Yes, I smiled. A real smile. Good, he said. We sat quietly for a moment. Then I said softly, today was hard, but also good. He nodded. That's how beginnings are, he said. I looked out at the stars again. Maybe he was right. Beginnings are not perfect. They are messy, emotional, confusing, but they are also beautiful. I lay down on the bed. This time, it didn't feel so unfamiliar. I closed my eyes, and before sleeping, I whispered to myself, this is my new home. And I will learn to love it, slowly. Moral of the story: Blue Heart. Change is never easy, especially when it touches the heart. But with patience, kindness, and understanding, even the most unfamiliar place can start to feel like home.